Hi guys, it's Harvey again from All Parts. Well, you can see I did it again. I said I'm going to do about 4 or 5 blogs and YouTubes and put this all around the world until Charter gets their act together. I am supposed to have a download speed of 25 and upload by 3. Alright? That's what they guarantee me. I used to average a lot more than that. Okay? Far cry from 25. Okay? This is not too bad from a 3. Okay? But yeah, I used to average about 3.5. And I used to average 3 to 40. I am going to keep blogging this and blogging this and blogging this until somebody from Charter admits to whatever they're doing wrong on the Outer Banks and fixes the problem. I am going to do anywhere from 4 to 15 blogs a day, and I don't care if it takes 2 years. But they can advertise all they want. I'll counteract their advertising all I want. I know a lot of people on the Outer Banks. They are starting to listen to me. I've been getting a lot of phone calls and from people I know from the Outer Banks and saying, you know, you're right. I think it's time we start looking elsewhere. I go right ahead. I'm going to stick with them. They're going to be the sorriest thing they ever did. Okay? They're going to get my speeds up, and they're going to stay with my speeds. So, them telling me a couple of days ago that they found the problem would only take a couple of hours. Take a look at my other YouTubes. It isn't true. Okay? The person that was here, the young man, says they can't. Well, there was 2 people that actually told me the honest truth. With them trying to add HD channels, look at my other YouTubes, the lower channels suffer. With them trying to add HD and other stuff, the internet suffers. So, you know, they're trying to be a leader of the industry, but yet they're going to crash and burn because they don't have the equipment to handle what they need to do. So, it's been a couple hours. I'm going to make this part 2. It may be part 3 and part 4, but this is a far cry from 25. This is pretty close to 3, but like I said, I used to average about 3.5, and I used to average about 30. So it's a far, far cry from what they promise. Alright guys, I'm sure you'll hear from me later. And again, I'm sending all these YouTubes to the VP of Charter. I'm sure he'll pass it off to somebody else. And, hey Pete, I know you're an excellent person. You really are. You help me out a lot. But, Pete, if you listen to these, we had people inside my house. It's not my house. You're going to have to start shaking up some of the surfers or somebody else on the Outer Banks to get their act together, because they do not have their act together. Alright guys, take care. Again, that's what's great about America. We got opinions, right? But with I do one thing. With opinions, I like proving my opinions. And this is one way of proving my opinions. I did this about 6 times. This out of 6 was my best speeds. Download speeds, I was about in the 9s, 1 through 5. Upload speeds, I was about 1.2. Okay? So, this, as of more, is the best speeds that I had out of the 6 times. So I picked it to give them a fair speed test. Okay, guys? So they're up, down. My computer tells me when they're down. They're about down about 30 times a day for about 30 seconds. Many other people don't notice it, but I do, because I have equipment that runs 24/7, contacting California back and forth every 15 seconds. Okay? I don't know if you saw my server. I'll show it to you one more time. I don't have my camera on. I can't show you the server. But I have a server that talks to California every 15 seconds. And I see red come up. When I see red, I know that there's a failure. And on my main computer, I see a little red flag that I don't have internet service. When I'm sitting here 10, 12, 14, 15 hours out of the day, I see it pop up 30 and 40 times. Only for about, 20, 30, 40, 50 seconds. But when you're trying to do business worldwide, 20, 30, 40, 50 seconds and hours mean a lot to you. So anyway, Charter right now is definitely on my bad side. Take a look at my other things about 200, 202, 210. They're temporary lines for over a year. You and I did something like that, you and I would be in jail. But yet they could do that. Take care, guys. Bye.